Yo, what's up guys, and welcome back to another video on this channel. Today's matchday experience was at Craven Cottage as we saw Fulham take on Villarreal. So then we got on the train to go to part 2 of this weekend's London triple header. We arrived at Putney Bridge before walking through a cemetery and then along the River Thames. Alright, so we are here right by the Thames, literally on this walk on the way to Fulham. Not too far away, it's like a 10-minute walk from the train station, 15 minutes maybe. But we're nice and early. Just seen the Fulham team bus as well. Hasn't come in yet, but it's on the road. But yeah, look at that view. Alright, so we're walking along. I can see the Fulham bus again. First sighting of the stadium. Looks good. Pretty old, classic stadium. Been here before, but not for a pre-season game. So we'll see what it's like, see how the atmosphere is. Expecting it to be a bit quiet, but we'll see. And you will hear my opinion on the atmosphere at the end of the video, but first we're going to take a look at the stadium, which opened in 1896 and holds a capacity of 25,700, whilst watching the Villarreal players get off their team bus. Unfortunately, I missed the Fulham bus, however we did get to see some of the Villarreal players. A couple of them also stopped for photos and for autographs as well, which is always nice to see. Then the manager, UNAI Emery, came over, and of course I had to get a picture with the ex-Arsenal manager.
Is that okay? Can you grab a picture? Is that okay?
So we walked into the stadium, had a quick look around the concourse, and then headed up to the seat. Okay, so we're in the seat now. The stadium is very historic. Like, look how old this is. But lovely view. Look at that, right on the halfway line. Literally couldn't really get closer. Just look how old this seating is. Nice bit of leg room. Got press box down there and over there. Look at this. Rock hard. Anyway, Fulham came out for a warm-up. So did Villarreal, and can someone in the comments please tell me which team's kit this is, because I didn't see. It has the Copa Libertadores logo on the side, so I'm guessing they're from South America. Anyway, a short while later, the two teams came out for kickoff. Quick admiration of the scoreboard, which I'll rate at the end of the video, and then it was time for kickoff. Fulham had a corner in the opening minutes, and this saw Alexander Mitrovic get dragged down in the box. Moments later, Naskin's Cabano beat his man and was also shoved to the floor. Then he switched the play very nicely, which gave Fulham the opportunity to cross the ball into the box. Another cross from Fulham came to absolutely nothing, however at the other end. Villarreal took the lead for a nice goal from Danny Parejo, which was shown on this scoreboard, and yes, I absolutely had to do the zoom thing. Never gets old. Anyway, half-time, Fulham 0, Villarreal 1. A poor display from Fulham, to be honest with you. A big second half was needed. A boring game saw me looking at what the press were doing. Villarreal then came close to a second, before Fulham's Bobby Di Cordova-Reid saw some space. A quick Villarreal sub, and then they were in on goal despite the Fulham fans thinking it was offside. A nice bit of skill from the number 21 saw them in on goal again. Andreas Pereira had a free kick. And Fulham finally did score through Alexander Mitrovic. Unfortunately, I missed it, but it's on screen now if you want to see it. And that was it. Fulham 1, Villarreal 1 at full time. But before we go, let's rate the day. So if you've seen the previous episodes, you'll know exactly how this works. But if not, I'm going to be rating the atmosphere, stadium value, scoreboard out of 10. And then will I come back? The all-important one is a simple yes or no. Kicking off with atmosphere then, it really wasn't the best, to be honest with you. It didn't help that the full stadium wasn't sold out. I've gone with a 4.5 out of 10, which I actually think is kind of generous, to be honest. Yes, it was pre-season, so there wasn't going to be much noise, but hardly any songs, a couple of chants here and there, but it definitely could have been better. Onto the stadium now. It's old, it has a bit of character, but I quite like it. The pitch is nice. I think it will be really nice when that new stand opens up fully as well. Unfortunately, I've gone with a 6 out of 10 only because there was a restricted view. The seats were rock hard and they were a bit cramped together. However, I like the stadium in general, and I think a 6 out of 10 is a fair rating. Next, let's talk about the value. Now, once again, my ticket is on screen in case you're wondering exactly where I sat. And to be honest with you, for £5 for an under 18 is fantastic value. An adult's ticket was £20 as well, which really isn't bad considering you're seeing a Premier League side and a La Liga side who have also recently won the Europa League. It's very good value, and I think a 9 out of 10 is a solid rating. So for the final 1 out of 10, let's rate the scoreboard. It was big, in a very good position at both ends of the stadium. Unfortunately, it didn't show the teams during the match. However, it did show replays throughout the course of the game, and also it was easy to read, had the time on it, colours as well, so very nice. I think a solid 7 out of 10 is fair for that one. So then now it's time for the all-important one. Would I come back to Craven Cottage? Now, based on this game, possibly not. However, the answer is yes overall, because I do really like the stadium. I would love to see a Premier League game here, and I would like to come back, especially when that new stand is fully open, as I think the atmosphere would definitely be a lot better than it was today. Then before going home, we stopped off quickly in the pub to watch England's women win the Euros, which was brilliant. And then finally we went home by a train and then got in the car. But now I'm back home, so thank you very much for watching. Please leave a comment, tell me which stadium you'd like me to go to next. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.